Good morning, all. I'm sorry it's been so long since I posted the last video, but we are on the way to the wheelchair evaluation this morning. I don't know if you can see, but my hemiplegic is really starting to come on. My lip is starting to droop, and my eye. My arm still has some mobility in it. But my leg is becoming very heavy and numb and very hard to move around as the paralysis sets in. We're bringing the wheelchair to the evaluation this morning just because once the attack fully sets in, it's going to be really hard to move around and stuff. But I also did bring the cane in case they ask me to try to stand up. I am kind of nervous about the evaluation because it's going to be really important for school and to get around, and also just in life in general. So I'm really, really praying that they can approve us for wheelchair. But I will come back to tell you guys what happened in the evaluation and how it went, and fingers crossed and prayers offered, they approve us. Alright, check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I was meaning to videotape yesterday after the appointment, but I was just so mentally and physically exhausted and wiped out that I couldn't do it. So I decided to film today and finish and tell you guys what happened. So we got there and finally made it back to the waiting room, and they asked me a bunch of questions because my doctor really wasn't that descriptive with what all was going on, which is kind of normal, unfortunately. He's not very wordy. He's very short and sweet and to the point, which can be good and bad. So she asked me a bunch of questions. By the time we got into the appointment, my paralyzation was pretty bad, to the point where I couldn't lift my arm or my leg, like, at all. She tried to help me stand just to see, like, what I could do, and I struggled a bit, finally got standing up, but then really couldn't walk, like, at all. So, we were talking, and she says she thinks I should do a power wheelchair. I really didn't want to do a power wheelchair. I don't know. I see, in my mind, I think power wheelchair old people. You know, I know it's bad and awful, but that's what my mind associates with it. And I'm also not really used to, like, being in a wheelchair. It's still a struggle. I was just getting used to enough with the manual one that we were borrowing, much less than trying to do an electric wheelchair. But I said, okay, you know, if that's what's best, and I get it, there's no way I could propel myself in a manual one with one arm. I'll just go in a circle and won't ever get anywhere. So then we hit the hard part. We have to find a wheelchair that meets all our needs. So it has to be lightweight so we can get it in and out of the car. It has to be foldable so we can get it into other people's cars, because I'm going to school and into practicum, so we're getting in and out of cars with other people, and so that's necessary too. And then, of course, it has to be covered by insurance. All of those together, I didn't realize was going to be so hard to find a wheelchair that would work. And so I was so frustrated by the end of yesterday after looking and looking and looking for hours, literally half the day, for a wheelchair that would work. I was done. I closed my computer. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. I'm going to get this day over with. And I am not, no, not gonna look anymore, just take a break. So we eventually did find something. It's called ZX1 Spinergy. It's an electric one with a joystick, so I could use it with one hand, that actually attaches to a manual. The only problem is it has the right coding to be accepted by insurance, but I don't know if that's actually gonna work. So yeah, I'm gonna email the lady, but they said she didn't get back till next week. So we're waiting. Yay! So waiting till next week, to see if that will work. I'm praying to God it does, because I really would love that to work. One, so when I don't have the hemiplegic attack and it's just pain that I'm dealing with from the fibromyalgia, from the abdominal migraines, etc., I can just use the manual to get around, and then use the Spinergy when the hemiplegic happens, or if I'm going to classes up and down hills at school a lot. So anyway, if you guys could keep us in mind and your prayers for that, that would be very much appreciated as we try to find a wheelchair that would work. I'm gonna try to videotape for next week, just to give you guys an update if there's any progress, depending on how health and life goes. I will try to do my best to be more scheduled with posting videos. So if it's a little sporadic, sorry, it's because my life is sporadic with chronic pain. Yay! So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will keep you updated as life goes on. All right, bye.